Hey guys, so before today's video starts, I just wanted to point out that I now have merch. This is our first Tealstone Apparel t-shirt. It is the Nice Tats t-shirt. I'm really excited to finally have my own line of t-shirts. This is only one so far, but there will be more, trust me. This design is hand-drawn by me. There's also a version with the diamond being teal. I just wanted red because it's almost fall and kind of matches this sweater here. You can purchase this t-shirt on my brand new website, tealstonehomestead.com. You can also read about our rabbits there and some of the other stuff that we're doing. All of my social media is linked there, and every purchase definitely helps me out. It helps me to keep creating. So if you guys want to support me like that, feel free to visit my website. The link will be in the description, and I'll see if I can link it somewhere on the video as well. And with that being said, please enjoy this video about tattooing bunnies. What do you have in your mouth still? He's still grassing. Okay, so we have 6 does, I think. I need to recheck them because it's been a bit since I've checked them. But I just figured we could put 2 in each compartment, and then we'll just do all the does first since there's more does, and there's I think 3 bucks, so we'll do the bucks afterwards. So let's go get them. Do not want to tattoo a rabbit with their hair down. I don't know how girls do things with their hair down. I don't know.
Have you asked one?
Okay, this is gonna be another, that's a girl. This is gonna be another video where we learn how to sex bunnies, but that is not today. Okay, one of these guys is a buck. Unless they've deceived me. Also very possible. Okay, here's all of our girls. Why do we tattoo rabbits? So, rabbits have to be tattooed to show them. And you also want to tattoo rabbits when you have litters as well, because it's really hard when you have a breed like this. They're all black. Some of them look really, really similar. It's really hard to tell them all apart. So if you have tattoos and you want to post them for sale, or you want to evaluate somebody, you got to know who's who. So they need tattoos just so you can tell them apart. Here's the thing about tattoo pens. So this brand is called TATTS. You can buy this from the company All Things Bunnies online. I love this pen, not only because it's got a teal head, because that's my favorite color, but I love this pen because those business owners are amazing to work with. I bought the pen, and I bought like several other things. I bought this bunny wrap right here. They gave me a personal phone call to make sure colors were correct, and I've never gotten that. I don't think I've ever gotten that from an online business. Like, they personally called me to make sure things were okay. TATTS is a really good one, so you should definitely look into that if you're looking for a type of pen that you want to get. They also make this tattoo balm, and this is what it looks like. It's probably got ink in it because my finger gets all nasty when I'm tattooing rabbits, but it's just a balm that helps the rabbit's ear heal after you tattoo them. This is my favorite numbing spray to use when I do tattoos. I really like this one. I tried using lidocaine before. It didn't really work, but this one seems to really work. So I really like that. They don't really like it when you spray in their ear, but I just try to do it real gentle.
To their credit, I don't like when people spray in my ear either.
I have 2 different types of ink in here. This one came from All Things Bunnies. I've really liked this one, so I'm gonna keep using that one. This tattoo pen comes with this little thing right here. Monkey wrench, is that what that's called?
Nope.
What is that called?
Allen wrench.
Allen wrench, sorry. So you can untighten that. I usually just untighten and then I put it over my needle, and then when I need to use it, I just slide it back down. You want to make sure when you have it on, can you focus on that tiny tip? You want to make sure when it's running, it just comes up just a little bit, like that. I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to tighten that back up. And that's pretty much it. So basically what we do, hopefully these bunnies aren't too big to fit into the bunny wrap. Bunny wraps are really useful. because they Velcro. Like, here, I'll just show you. The first one we're gonna use here. We're ready for TSO 28. You can block them in like this. Make sure they are kind of snugly in there, like that. And this is just so they don't freak out. You don't want them freaking out when you do their tattoos because rabbits can hurt themselves. So I had Sharpie in here. I was using Sharpie to identify these guys, but obviously can't see anything anymore. So before you start, you want to take alcohol. This is just 70%. And just put it on a cotton ball and just clean your ears up. Make sure there's no dirt or any grime or anything like that. It's a really good time to check for ear mites since you're already in there. See all that came out of them? You don't want that on there when you tattoo.
Why?
Just unsanitary. I mean, you don't want to tattoo with dirt.
I was wondering if like it affects
yeah,
the way the tattoo goes on.
I wouldn't want dirt to get underneath the skin. I don't know if that could cause an infection. I think it's just good practice to make sure everything's sanitary.
Do you also clean when the tattoo is done?
Yes. Well, actually, I'll show you that because I actually tattoo. I tattoo like, because I like them to be really like dark. So I'll tattoo them once, and then we will use a cotton ball and we'll clean it, and then we'll see where it needs touched up. We'll tattoo over where it needs touched up again. Sometimes that's the entire tattoo. Then we'll clean it and we'll see if it needs done any more than that. But I'll show you. So this bunny's being really nice and calm since it's clean. Put a little bit of numbing spray in there, and then I just like to massage it in. And while that takes effect, takes like 30 seconds to a minute, and I'm just gonna get my ink in the well. And you want to put your ink, you want to put enough ink in here to fill up the entire well, because if you don't put enough in there, your tattoo pen needle is gonna start hitting the bottom, and your needle is gonna bend, and that's not a good thing. So I'm a lefty, so get my left hand. You just wanna just let it fill up, and then you start. Actually, I'm gonna get on top of her like this, just in case, because sometimes they'll freak out. But usually they're pretty good about doing this, so. And I usually like to go in kind of like a sketchy, like, I don't like to push all the way down all at once. I like to kind of sketch it in there. She freaked out a little bit, so I'm gonna pull her to me. Just so I can have my hand over her and hold her down. And a little bit more ink in there, actually. You stay in one spot for too long, they won't like that, so I like to keep it moving. Ooh, sorry, girl. To them, I think it feels like more of almost like an insect bite, probably, so it's probably more bothersome than it is painful. Probably just really annoying, because it's the vibration and stuff like that, they don't like that, so. This is 0. You see that numbing spray is really taking effect on her because she's not even caring anymore. Okay, so there's the initial tattoo. And I know this is going to need touched up in a few places because it was pretty light the way I went on there. So just use alcohol then. And rub any excess ink out. It's not actually that bad. you want to wait until they're at least 8 weeks old to tattoo their ear, because I tattooed rabbits at 6 weeks a couple months ago and they just faded really quickly. I don't think their ear cartilage was hard enough at that time, so I just like to wait until they're a little bit older, when their ears are a little bit more harder. It tends to keep the ink in better. So, okay, so I'm just gonna go over this one again. Just trace it.
Does it matter what color ink you use?
Judges like black or blue. They're not a fan of green usually. And I just wouldn't do red. I feel like red, I don't know. I really just like black. Blue's okay too, but I just like black for some reason. Doesn't really matter, but judges don't like, I know judges don't like green, from what I've heard.
Green is not a creative color.
Isn't that from Don't Look Me, I'm Scared?
Good job.
Okay. So then I just went over it a second time. And use another cotton ball. I go through a whole bag of cotton balls sometimes when I do this. So just wipe off the excess ink again. It's not a perfect tattoo. Sometimes it's really hard to like make 0s and 8s. So, but it's not bad. So there's what her tattoo looks like. Just want it nice and readable. It's okay if it's slanted a little bit. And then I'm just going to use this bunny balm here. And it's hard for some reason. I think it's got cold or something. It hardens up a little bit. So just put a little bit on your finger like that. And you just want to rub it into the tattoo. It's okay if ink gets kind of all over the place. I mean, you want to get most of the ink out of the ear, but it's okay if it kind of smears around. It'll come off.
Pro tip: if you want an easier time tattooing rabbit ears with characters, take a name for yourself that only uses straight lines in the letters.
Yes. You don't want S's, 8s, 0s, all that fun stuff. See, she'll hold her ear down for a little bit because, I mean, she wonders what happens. Her ear's not broken. It probably bothers her a little bit, but she'll be fine. And it's not traumatic or anything like that. It's more like she got bit by a mosquito or something. This one's actually too big for the wrap. So we're just gonna wrap you in a towel. Start with like a straight towel, and I like to go like that, and then kind of fold underneath the bunny, kind of make a burrito, and then try to make sure that their front legs can't get out. Just make sure that there we go, she did it for me. That her head is kind of hidden under there, because if they can't see, they're less likely to freak out. So if their eyes are covered and their butt's kind of like snugly in there, then that's a good thing. Oh, and did I mention that you're supposed to only tattoo in the left ear? Okay, we're ready for TSO 29. Also, I didn't mention something else while her numbing spray is kind of taking effect here. We do have, well, I got this pen from All Things Bunnies as well, but this is a surgical pen. You can use this to like trace on your tattoo first, like just use a marker and just kind of like trace it where you want it to be. I don't like doing that because I like to see exactly where my tattoo's going as I'm doing it, but I know a lot of people find that helpful, so, but I don't use it. I just like to freestyle it.
Didn't you used to draw?
I should have mentioned before also, what I like to do is I like to take my middle finger and kind of put it on the back of the ear like that. I just take my pointer, my thumb, and my middle finger's right in here. So when you're tattooing, you can kind of feel it on your middle finger. It feels like a tiny little needle. You're not tattooing your finger or anything like that, but it just, it helps to have like a harder surface to go against. So if that helps anybody.
Did you guys guess TS? Subscribe if you got it right.
Also, I like to put this little cross through my 0.
Otherwise it looks like an O.
Yes, that can be confusing. Okay, there's the initial tattoo. We will see if it needs touched up. endless cotton balls, guys. You just need to buy an entire bag of them because you'll go through so many. I'm not even holding her down, really. And sometimes if you do this like kind of sketchy like I do, instead of doing like really harsh lines all at once, you can almost sometimes feel if they're getting uncomfortable, and then you can kind of just pull the pin away a little bit, because they'll tense up, and you don't want your pin to be in their ear when they're tensed up, because I've had rabbits jerk and then I accidentally tattooed a line throughout their ear. That's not a good thing. I mean, it usually fades out, but it's not pretty, so. Okay, and there's her tattoo. TSO 29. Okay, so all 6 of the does are done. We're gonna do the boys tomorrow because it's getting dark. And yeah, so we're gonna put them back now. Tattooing is really easy once you get the hang of it. It's just really time consuming. It's one of those things that I kind of put off nowadays. So they're probably not like super happy that they got tattoos, but they're not in pain or anything like that. It's probably just really kind of itchy. So, but at least now I can tell them apart. Something I wasn't able to do before. So we got 6 does done. We got 3 bucks to do. I'll do them tomorrow. It's getting too dark to do them tonight, so. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. Don't forget about the Nice Tats t-shirt, and feel free to visit my website. You can buy it there, and you can see a lot of different things about our homestead. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that bell so you know every time I upload a video, and if there's something that you guys would like to see, comment down below and let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.